Hello and welcome to the show. For me, this is morning, so good morning. Fucking hell. This episode is with my good friend and roommate Alexandr, the Russian guy, not to be confused with the American guy who was on with Martin just the other day. We were speaking about mostly shit connected to Russia and Scandinavia, so hopefully you'll find some sort of interest in this. I mean, Russia is a sort of mythological creature when it comes to countries, because just listen to what Alex has to say about Russia and everything, and you'll get a picture. Let's see here. Music. The music is, as always, given to us by Sam Natchison, aka Makeshift. I will be posting a link to his SoundCloud page and work in various spots. And speaking of various spots, don't forget to favorite our blog if you have any interest in following our blog, which is the Hedonist WordPress. It's the hedonistpodcast.wordpress.com. I haven't had my coffee yet today, so that's the reason why. You can also like us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/the Hedonist Podcast. And you can also follow us on Twitter, which is twitter.com/the Hedonist Pod. And I think that about covers it. Still early for me, so enjoy the show. So now let's see here. I'm here with Alex, not the Alex that was on just the other time, but another Alex.
Alex, the former producer, Alex.
Still the producer every once in a while.
Yeah, that's right. If by once in a while you mean no, never. That you were right.
Come on, I'm trying to give you credit here.
Well, money is good.
So rich.
That's right. We need to pay rent soon.
That's right. Yes, not just soon, but in very, very 2 days.
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
That's very good. That's very good.
Anyway, welcome to the Hedonist. We are just gonna do an hour of sitting here and talking shit.
That's right.
And we're gonna catch Lucian, and we're also going to catch Stephen with the occasional outbreak of laughter and discussion, and somewhat like that. And the thing is, if you take offense by anything, please just go fuck yourself.
Do it gently, though.
Yeah, fuck
But
yourself.
we still need you to listen to us. So if you fuck yourself, do it so you could hear us next time. Don't just go all the way.
I mean, there was this one Tenacious D song that went,
oh, that's
you don't always have to fuck her hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right to do. I mean, we should petition Jack Black to do a similar one, but you don't always gotta fuck yourself hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right to do.
We just need to buy the copyright and rewrite the lyrics and get money because reboots is what's important today.
Yeah, but at the same time, it would feel fucking terrible to just buy it because of the fucking investment you would have to make.
Mm-hmm.
No, fucking hell. We just had Jake and Sean over, and we don't know what we caught from what we recorded of our conversations there.
Because no one was paying attention, and you can see that my work here is done.
Yeah. So basically what happened was that the fucking recorder died. because we were using Sean's fantastically brilliant recorder that has a lot better sound than this.
Yeah.
And the batteries fucking died.
That happens occasionally.
Yeah. It's not the first time though. I mean, perhaps we should buy a pair of rechargeables for Sean.
That's true. Or we could just charge it every time we need to use it instead of spending money on the thing that we don't need.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Now, but fucking hell, we were talking a little bit about Russia.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, so what topic of Russia should we talk about right now?
We can just discuss the general topic, Russia in general. Russia in general.
Russia general.
And then
товарищ.
colonel and captain and...
Да, мы хорошо, товарищ.
Да, очень хорошо.
So, to tell listener, what is Russia? If you were to describe few sentences.
Well, if we had to teach the bloody capitalist American, Russia is a country. That's all he has to know.
Oh, Russia is a country.
Russia is a country. Well, alright, let's just turn off the stupid accent for a second.
Yeah.
Just speaking in it.
My accent is not stupid, sir.
Yes, it's just... I don't even know how to call it. Well, okay, yes. Russia.
In general.
Russia in general. It's an interesting country. Depends on the angle that you look at it from.
Let's take it from the angle of living in America.
Living in America. Well,
as a Russian, of course.
Living in America, I don't know what to talk about. I'm still back in Moscow, and this is actually Skype conversation with a capitalist pig.
Sir, we discussed this beforehand. You were not supposed to call me a capitalist P word. Using the P word it hurts my feelings, sir.
Okay.
You should not use the P word.
Sure, I will not use the P word. I'll call you a swine then. Capitalist swine.
I would rather prefer my lord.
Capitalist my... No, that doesn't... Okay.
That was beautiful.
I know, right? Well, so...
Completely derailed.
Yes. It's like a car train, occasionally.
Was there recently a derailing?
Not a car train, but somewhere closer to the East Coast.
I thought there had been something close by, like...
No. I don't recall this happening. Well, but if it turns out that wasn't me, because I'm Russian, I can't recall for many reasons.
One of many being, of course, alcohol poisoning.
Well, alcohol poisoning, I don't know what you talk about. You mean getting drunk a little, that.
Getting drunk for us is what we'll call getting alcohol poisoning and die.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, so
So,
what do you want to know more precisely?
well, we can go in on how do you people sell vodka in Russia. This is something that is
Oh,
fascinating.
we sell vodka with a great success. I should tell us. It's probably the only thing you can tell on this topic.
Yes, you sell vodka with great success. But I meant, the stores and everything.
Oh, okay, so you can buy vodka literally everywhere. I mean, I couldn't name a store, well, except for that toy store maybe. That's the only place where you can't find the vodka. But I can promise you that you could probably find like a toy plastic bottle with vodka label on it. So like, technically
Kids
speaking,
have to learn.
yes, kids have to. Like, I mean, come on. There's a beautiful set of My Little Bar. It's just
So whereas the rest of the world goes with My Little Pony, you go with My Little Bar.
My Little Whiskey. So
Well, what's going on, Richard?
I'm dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have a
we can
paper to do tomorrow.
Is it due tomorrow?
Yeah.
At what time?
10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, good luck with that, sir.
No, it's not a real paper, but it's just like one page.
it's a magical, imaginary paper that I have to finish by 10 a.m. next morning.
No, I'm not even joking, dude. What the fuck? Why the fuck this
What? Why the fuck? What?
Asian guy?
What Asian guy?
This Asian guy.
Just so you know,
Wait,
listeners,
wait,
it's a
wait.
picture of himself on his
That was like
bus
last
pass.
quarter.
Byung Q?
Yeah, Pyong Q.
Byung Q. Don't complete. Byung Q.
I love that. That's your real name.
That is a cool name. What are you?
Earphone and the card, please.
Card? What card are you talking about?
What
the one
card?
that Frederick doesn't hold in his hand right now?
What card do you mean?
Up!
Oppa! Oppa!
Card, you know? Where the fuck did I...
What?
Is
So
it empty?
right now, podcast has converted into search for Lucian's shit.
Yes,
Well,
this is quite fascinating.
This is a game commentary.
Yes, Lucian reaches through his pocket.
Ah, shit, I left my laptop. What the fuck?
He realizes that he left his laptop
Can you give me...
somewhere.
I will not even be surprised if he returns like 50 minutes after realizing that he forgot his brain.
Wow,
Yeah.
dude, it's like smoking weed is so awesome. You know? Like, I'm not like, you know, I'm not making it up, but this, wow, what the fuck?
The Hiddenness podcast. We keep consistency over topics.
Yes, definitely. And the fact that we're doing this is, you know, for the people listening. And I have a very high suspicion that the people listening are either bored to tears at work,
Of course, you have it very high. Why are you surprised?
or else at home on the couch being extremely high and just wanting to have some background noise so that they don't freak out completely.
This would definitely anchor them into our reality.
Yeah. Are you heading up?
Lucian?
Good night. Don't fall asleep in whatever transport service you're using.
If you're walking, definitely don't fall asleep. It's close to Palo Alto. I would not suggest doing that. Alright.
So,
And we're back.
yes, now we're back. So, we were talking about how do you guys sell vodka in Russia? You know.
Okay, so the process is very simple. You just come, you say, I want to buy vodka. If you look under 16, they will tell you, kid, get out of here. If you look over 16, they might still tell you, get out of here, depending on your physical and mental status.
Alright.
I mean, obviously, if you're plain drunk, they're not going to sell you.
Yeah, well, that feels like that's standard in most civilized countries.
But if you're more than plain drunk, they will realize, oh, we can money on that. We can make money on that shit. So they will be like, yeah, go ahead. But
Okay.
it's pretty simple. Here's the thing. Here's a simple thing. In Russia, alcohol means everything because it's mostly one of the main ways to get a psychological release, like after a hard day's work and such. And so, I would say that probably people who sell vodka would be, aka the saints, because it's just you. Even when you're drunk, you shouldn't even like. An ordinary person wouldn't even think about offending the person who sells it because it's his only salvation. Yes, it was not enough for me to fall asleep. I would like to buy some more. Please, kind, beautiful woman, you precious. And that's it. And that's how they just make a compliment.
So the vodka peddlers are considered like modern day saints.
Well, in Russia, yes.
Yes. In Russia.
I mean, like not exactly like that, but the point is, yes, those are literally the people who can help you solve your problems through looking through the neck of the bottle. That's maybe not the best way, but that's the way that Russian people find it.
That sounds quite brilliant.
Yeah.
And Stephen just returned. I think he's made some oatmeal, and he's looking very satisfied with himself.
Well, it must be very good oatmeal.
Yeah, it must be really good oatmeal. Is that cinnamon, brown sugar oatmeal? Cinnamon syrup?
If I tell you, I'm gonna have to kill you. That's
That's
serious.
that's not very polite, man.
It is that serious.
So
Well, apparently the oatmeal secret is gonna die with him. Let's just
the oatmeal secret is going to the grave
with
Le
Steven.
Monsieur.
Yes.
Oh, that's my mom right there.
Ah, now we're going to listen to a conversation in French
Most probably.
between Stephen and his mother.
She hung up.
Ah, she hung up apparently.
Well,
We apologize for this, Stephen. We feel your sadness.
What the fuck?
No, we understand you. Our thoughts are with you, brother.
Dude, that's racist.
No, I don't say brother as in that way. I say brother as in my human brother.
Ah, okay. I'm not your brother, buddy. I'm not your buddy friend. I'm not your friend.
Yeah, I'm not your guy, buddy.
I'm not your buddy friend.
That is also racist if you think about it.
Oh yes, that's true.
Definitely racist.
Well, we're a very PC podcast here, you see.
Yes,
so
we have to point out the racism that is inherent in everything, and it's structural. And what we need to do is to all sit and join hands with a cup of tea in front of us, listening to some slam poetry written by some shitty 16-year-old with blue hair.
Oh, dude, I just got chills because I imagine myself a hipster. I just.
Yeah, it's sort of like you, boom, 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 boom. The energy, like, sort of like whispering. It's sort of the same thing when we're talking about shitty 16-year-olds with blue hair. It's sort of like.
I mean, I should just point out that most of the people who listen to us, you can probably like finish the construction of his point better than I do. So just please post your ideas in the comments. It's really important for us to know what you think.
I don't really know what I'm thinking right now.
Well,
my mind is just racing, and I'm saying the first thing that pops to mind.
Right.
Which is why I do that little disclaimer. If you feel offended, just go fuck yourself today.
Mm-hmm.
Gently.
Please,
Yeah.
safety first.
Safety always comes first.
Unless you're much faster than you come first. Then safety.
Okay,
That's what happens.
Yeah, don't be silly, wrap your willy.
And I cannot pop up with a rhyme, so I will just tell it like this.
Okay, I don't want to be overly critical. I know that you're trying and all.
Trying? I'm doing it, damn it.
But can we retake that your delivery was a bit bad? Do you remember what it was?
No, I don't remember what it was.
Really much.
Okay, let's just go on with our topic.
Yeah, Russia.
Russia.
So, how is it when you walk into a vodka store? Is it true that you get to try the vodka from like paper cups that you have like an aluminum thing over?
Yes, that's true. But if you get spotted, they call the police.
If you get spotted?
Well, I mean, no, you cannot just come in and make a degustation, because when you come in the store, you are expected to know what you want.
So Russia's not something for the vodka enthusiast who wants to go in.
I mean, listen. I'll give you the comparison.
He wants to sample. He was like, yes, I would like to try this vodka right here.
Listen, there's a beautiful quote. I don't remember where is it from, but like it's like two people are conversating, like they're drinking hard liquors, and one of them says like, Vasi, I don't understand how is it possible that there are people who sip vodka like by little, like they take little sips. You have to take it as a shot. Like, Petya, I think what's more interesting is that Russia is the only country where they take a whole glass of whiskey and make a shot.
That is cute.
Yeah.
No, but fucking hell, to drink like a Russian. I've not been drinking with that many Russians. But I've heard...
Good for you!
Yes, I've heard that it might be potentially deadly for people who aren't from Russia.
Potentially deadly? Yes, death from stupidity. That's what's gonna happen. Because I have pictures from a birthday party of let's say our mutual friend.
A mutual friend?
Yes, who is Russian.
Yes.
Yes, so the thing is that by the time the party went through its like in the beginning of the second half of the party, I should say that the whole male group have taken off their shirts and started dancing. Very. I have pictures. That's much worse because that was something out of this world. It's like imagine people who believe in something very vividly. And they make dances to the Lord. So that in this instance, the Lord is vodka. They don't know that it's their Lord, but they dance anyway.
I understand.
And
No, but it just in some ways,
Yeah.
I want to go to Russia and drink vodka with Russians because I think I would like the first 5 minutes of it.
That's true. You will definitely like the first 5 minutes of it because you will definitely don't remember the rest of the situation.
Exactly. So I mean, in loads of ways I want to do that. Just, I don't know. There's just something about Russia that has fascinated me.
You're not alone.
Mostly it's the videos of Russian
yes.
stupidity.
Oh, videos.
Yeah, Why We Love Russia is a brilliant fucking compilation. Just YouTube that shit.
Well, here's an interesting fact that I always mention when we speak about this kind of videos is that have you noticed that most of the dashboard camera videos they came from Russia? I mean, not most, like seriously most.
Yeah, it's like 99%.
Yes, 99% of all of the like super weird videos came from dashboard cameras. And the thing is that if not dashboard cameras, the secret of Russian weirdness would stay deep inside of this country. Because you see, dashboard cameras are actually now a mandatory in every Russian like car owner.
Are you shitting me?
Yes, it's a mandatory because if you don't have it, you can get like police will stop you to get a bribe. This is why they have dashboard cameras because when that happens, they can turn it to the police officer's face and say that again, please.
Wow.
No, seriously, like the dashboard cameras, like jokes really aside, is the #1 crime prevention in Russia because most of crime comes from where? Right, from serve and protect. I'm not joking right now. This is very serious. I mean, like, people literally will stop you and they will be like, do you want to sort this out? Or do you want to get to the jail because the stuff you do is illegal for some reason? We can't explain why. We will not tell our names. We will not show our badge. But you will go to the jail for a couple of days. Do you want that? Or otherwise, you can pay us some money. Like, they don't say it directly because right now it already became an idiom in Russia. It's the phrase, do you want to solve it?
Oh, shit.
Because they stop you.
How do you say it in Russian?
It's like, может договоримся? Do you want like to...
Say that again?
Может договоримся? It's like, let's, what do you call it? Sorry, the English word just popped out of my mind. Let's find a compromise. Well, something like that. And just the correct word, like, you know, like this is the thing with foreigners. Whenever we need to say something really important, this exact word that makes the whole, like, that makes the main idea, it just flies out of our head, and we can only say it in our language. Same comes when you come back to Russia or speak with Russians, you start forgetting Russian words, so you have to have English, and now it happened again. English, what do you call it? The freaking
words, idioms.
No, it is like
phrases.
English versions of those words.
So, can you demonstrate this in Russian? If you were going to say that, yeah, I went to see this film, it was fucking shit, and you forget the words for fucking shit, you know.
Well, then you said that да, я видел этот фильм, это fucking shit. Like it's really hard to actually. No, here's the thing. Fucking shit thing would not happen because swearings in Russia, they're very memorable. I mean, if you live there for at least...
Explain that.
Oh, jeez. I mean, like...
Let's start out with блять.
Блять. Oh,
блять.
This is a beautiful word. Word блять is just amazing. It has so many meanings, so many different levels that sometimes the foreigner, if he hears it and he recognizes the word, he doesn't really understand what happens. So блять can mean many different things. First of all, there is two versions of the word блять. The one B-L-Y-A-T, it's more like a damn it.
Okay.
But there's also B-L-Y-A-D, which is a word for a whore or a prostitute or a slut.
Okay.
So when you call someone блядь, then they're like whore, slut, prostitute. But when you use блядь, the more softened version of the word. And I'm saying softened with all seriousness right now. It's more of a like, it's like damn it, like bullshit, like fucking A, something like that, you know.
I thought that the Russian word for bitch or
No, suka, yeah, for
suka.
bitch, suka, yes. And you can call also whore and suka, but like, it's suka is mostly for bitch. Блядь is for everything else. We have also a beautiful word for faggot,
Okay.
which is pidaras
Pidaras.
or pider, which is
Pider.
the same word but short.
So
Because seriously,
Pidaras and
and
Peter.
and pider, like pidaras and pidar.
Pidaras, Pider.
Yes, exactly. So this is when you call someone a faggot, because seriously, there is no worse accusation in Russian culture and mind than someone calling you a faggot. I mean, this country is so homophobic that the word faggot is the worst name you can call someone, because this is the moment when people who don't have their chill, you know what I'm talking about, they will punch you in the face immediately if you call them that,
Oh, shit.
or if you call them just gay even. Like, man, you're gay.
How do you say that?
Gay.
Gay?
Yes, it's just the same word.
Ah, that's a bit boring.
It is boring, yes.
Isn't there some sort of like original Russian OG word? You know.
Pidaras, yes, pidaras.
So,
Pidaras is more. It's probably the like right now. I can't exactly remember because I haven't been back to Russia for like 3 years. But as of this point, yes, the word pidaras is probably the most OG word for faggot in Russia.
that is fucking crazy.
Yeah, so we have this. What else do we have? Oh, we have so many things. There's so many things I have to tell you that.
Take notes, children. Take notes.
Yeah, if you ever want to offend the Russian, pray. So
Pray.
be like, pray that you did it correctly because your death will be fast.
Yeah, Russia just makes so much sense, you know, having seen all of the dashboard cams
Oh
and everything.
yes, my favorite kind is when the car has to stop at the pedestrian crossing, and there's a person crawling on his fours, and not only he's crawling, he missteps and he falls.
Ah, it's the guy that get ups. You sort of
No, not only there are so many. You remember, like,
Yeah.
Why We Love Russia? They're like everywhere.
One of my favorites is the guy who's walking. He's probably fucking high off his mind, or like
No, he's probably
crocodile or something.
drunk.
And he's walking, you know, like he's listening to the music in the car, fucking doing the jazz finger digging. And he's just completely oblivious, crossing the street diagonally. And the car fucking slows down and stops right before he's there, hoping that, yeah, he'll probably see us, and then he just fucking bumps into it and like, yeah.
So yeah, that's another reason why we have dashboard cameras, because drunk people can do literally anything. It's like the mind of a drunk person in Russia, especially. It's very interesting because, I mean, on the subconscious level, every Russian knows that pretty much every car now has a dashboard camera. But consciously, when they're drunk, they're like, "Oh wait, I can do fraud and I can earn lots of money," and the thought about the dashboard camera just completely flies out of your head, and you just. This is the car I'm gonna do. And you just jump on it. Like, when you do it, please select the most expensive car you can find, because you will know that your ass has been kicked by very nice shoes.
That is always important.
Yes.
You know, you don't want to be kicked with like a pair of fucking dirty sneakers.
No.
Yeah,
It's better be like something really expensive and
Yeah.
had all the polish.
Yeah, so that you know that your blood at least did some damage to this person.
Exactly, and you can when you come home and you show your wife your ass with a black footprint, you're like, "Hey, rich people touched me."
It's like, boom, that's our money, bitch.
This is how we're gonna live for the next month, honey.
I can sell this on Rusbay.
No,
You don't use eBay.
we
What's
actually
the
use
Russian
eBay.
But-
We have a Russian version of eBay.
But it's called Rusbay.
No, it's called eBay.
Rusbay.ru.
eBay.ru, yes, something like that. We have a very cut down version of Amazon, which is just called Azan.
What the
Instead of
hell?
Amazon, it's Ozon. Ozon.ru. Yeah, because we can't come up with anything original. Yeah, so Ozon.ru. This is basically an Amazon for Russia, and it only works like in Moscow and St. Petersburg, so it's not really like it's not
Nationwide.
nationwide. Yes, because seriously speaking, in our country we don't really have such system because people still have like mentality in Russia is that many people are still what do you call it? They're still very
Opportunistic?
no, not opportunistic, but they work for conservative.
Okay.
They're very conservative when it comes to internet purchases. I mean, person would more likely go to an actual store somewhere far away than order stuff on the internet.
Huh. Well, I mean, in one way I can see why it really
Yes,
makes
of
sense.
course.
I mean, if you want to live as much off the grid as possible and don't get bombarded with fucking specific commercials to you can't fucking order shit online because that information is bought and paid for as well.
Yes, exactly.
That's why you sometimes can find these amazing fucking bargains. So that they know that, yeah, this person ordered that. He's probably interested in fucking gaming.
Oh my god! I just remember the beautiful thing about this kind of this kind of trade. The thing is that on one of the metro, like under one of the metro stations, not exactly under it, but I mean by it,
Yeah.
there is a 9-story building that has been bought off by Indian people, so they could set up market there.
Indian peoples?
Yeah, so literally you come into this store, into this. It's a giant apartment complex that has been completely purchased to set it up as a market point,
So
and they sell foreign stuff in there.
Indian Russell Peters Indian or Russell Peters' father's Indian?
It's like Indian people from India. Like literally, you can come on there.
Hello,
and
welcome
almost...
to Quickie Mart.
No, of course not like that. They're very. I should say that probably Indian people in Moscow, and by Indian people I mean those people who work in that place, people who deliver the goods, they look like fucking princes. I'm not kidding. They're wearing white pants, black shoes, white shirts, they're wearing white turbans. They stand and they speak on their very expensive phones. They have golden jewelry all over them. I don't like. I obviously don't understand what they're talking about, but they look like they're people who are busy with this stuff because they direct other people, like lesser Indians, I should call them. They direct them. They wear much worse clothes and they run around with boxes and errands.
I can just hear Russell Peters doing a bit about this if you knew. No, I'm a big time Indian. You are a small time Indian. You run and do my errands.
Well, the point is that the whole building, this 9 stories, they have elevators. But those elevators can only be used for those big market people to go up and down, and only for those who place goods. Like the people who deliver the goods, who bring them in, who take like the heavy boxes, they are the people who use elevators. If you're a customer, you must use stairs. So the whole 9 stories, you have to walk up and down if you want to find what you want. But the thing is that this place, it has so much stuff. I mean, mainly made in India and China, obviously, because they have the biggest like production place.
Yeah.
So this is like, if you really want to find something, maybe not unique, but markedly good, like you go there because they sell it for cheap.
Fucking hell.
I should tell you that my friend had a situation. His grandmother went to this market and she bought him a pair of sports shoes. So the thing is that it was under some unknown brand.
Okay.
So, and the thing is that in Russia, style also means everywhere. So you, like, if you want to be cool in your sports shoes, you have to wear Nike or Adidas. I'm not kidding, seriously. Adidas is like a
It's the
biggest...
same everywhere.
Yes, but the thing is, so he decided, okay, I don't want this some bullshit brand to be on my shoe, so I'll cut it out. So he literally took it and he started like cutting out the sewing that attaches it to the boot. You know what it turned out to be? It turned out to be a real Adidas shoe. they put label so they could transport it with lesser taxing.
Are you fucking shitting
Seriously, they put a fake label on real shoes so they could transport it with lesser taxing.
That is fucking hysterical.
I know.
We can all sail it.
Yeah.
That is fucking brilliant.
Yes.
I have never heard of this happening anywhere else outside of Russia. And this is what fascinates me with Russia. This is why I somewhat feel the need to visit.
That's a country of very non-conformist thought.
What?
They're very inventive. Russian people and people who work with the Russians, they have to be very inventive, because you never know when your ass is gonna get kicked. You never know when there is going to be a rock in the shoe. So you always have to be very inventive. I had a situation when I was younger and more naive, is that there is such a thing, like people who are going to jump you are going to announce it very loudly.
What?
Seriously, there is a whole more like an idiom, yes, in Russian culture, it's called "Sigi есть."
Sigi
It
есть?
means, do you have cigarettes?
Okay.
Because if you tell them no, and this is a confirmation, you confirming from them that it's like a whole computer system. They send you a code, "Sigi есть." You tell them no,
Нет.
like "нет." But the thing is that you don't use it to stop the jumping. You do it to confirm whether you're getting jumped or not right now. Because if you say no and they respond, "Ah, yes, then I do," which means, what if I find? That means that you're definitely getting jumped right now. If they walk away, you're fine. So when they ask you, "Sigi есть?" "Нет, а если найду?" you're gonna have your ass kicked. And probably you have all of your belongings stolen.
But let's say that you are a smoke and someone comes and do that to you.
Yeah, you just give them a cigarette. The thing is that they might come into a conversation with you. But this conversation probably not gonna last long, because they will try to get something from you. But if a person just takes a cigarette, just lights it up and walks away, then you're fine. But the thing is that, which is also an interesting fact, you can always know whether a person who's asking "Sigi есть" is a jumper. They're wearing Adidas stuff.
I've heard
People
of that.
who are wearing track jackets,
I've heard
track
of that.
pants. The thing is that here's a style of a most common jumper in Russia. Is a track jacket, the wife beater, the track pants, and now the most expensive accessories, very expensive leisure shoes,
Yeah.
and a flat hat.
You know, we had those in Sweden as well. We call them Adidas kickers.
Yes, Adidas kickers. But
Yeah, we also fucking had them.
we don't call them that. We call them gopniki.
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 It's like gopniki are people who gonna gop you.
And gop means jump.
Yes.
That is fucking hilarious.
And they speak with very there is a stereotype that all gopniks, they speak with this kind of voice. "Hey, you got some cigarettes? What if I find?" And this is really a stereotype that is used even in Russian comedy when they try to picture a gopnik in a very, very comedic way. They use this kind of voice. I mean, we have a whole show with skits about gopniks. We have like a comedy sketch show.
What the hell?
And they have two characters who are gopniks. Yes, I'm not kidding.
What kind of message is this sending to your children?
I don't know. We don't have this kind of thing in Russia.
So the immediate question on this is, are people just born adults, or is it that you don't give a shit about kids?
That's a difficult question. If speaking seriously, if you are growing up in the we call them 90%ers, because this is the most pro-Russian population, you have to grow up with the thought that you're already an adult, because your parents, they're not gonna give a shit, probably. Because people, those are the people who are growing. I'm speaking about myself right now. I'm just getting in comparison. In my generation, people were growing up with their parents, were growing up under the regime of World War II veterans, who always after World War. I will speak about World War II cult later.
Yeah.
But the thing is that those veterans, like, they remember. We still have some veterans alive who remember the war. And those people, they were teaching their children to be strong, to be like when the danger comes, you have to respond with a kick, not run away.
So that is 90%.
90% who are pro-Russia, like, no, I mean, 90, we call them 90%. This is not actual 90%,
No, of
but
course
90%ers, yes. They, like 90%ers, they will teach you that Russia's strong, you have to be strong to make Russia strong, and if trouble comes, you have to be strong. It's like
For motherland.
for motherland.
And
Yes,
Stalin.
not so much. I would say that some Jews can object to that.
Yes. Of course, they should.
Of course, they will. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
They fucking should. That is fucking crazy. You know, it's almost completely ignored in Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it is in Norway because I wasn't in school, you know, during the years where you go through all of this shit. But in Sweden, they completely fucking ignore the fact that Stalin killed millions of Jews as well.
As well.
And not only millions of Jews. What about the fucking population of Ukraine
But,
when they refuse to conform?
here's another thing, though. Another thing, which is very interesting. Here's a view on Jews, like, from a 90%er. If you remind him that Stalin killed lots of Jews as well. Here's the main argument. Well, but he didn't kill as many as Hitler did. And I'm dead serious, because this is now an argument, and you can't, like, well, yeah, that's a fact he didn't, but he still did. Well, not as many as Hitler did. And we defeated Hitler with Stalin. So, what's your point, they will tell?
That is a fucking brilliant response tactic.
I know.
In all honesty, because
I know. Well, Hitler did much more shittiest things, and we defeated Hitler. The thing is that I'm getting back to the cult of World War II. People that raised people like me, they taught, like, the war it played very significant role in the formation of the later Soviet Union and Russia, because right now I can tell you that 90%ers, and not only 90%ers, some very lost people who are secretly smart, I call them.
secretly smart.
Yes,
that is fucking brilliant.
they think that, like, the whole world owes them because we defeated Nazis. I mean, the thing is that, yeah, the America, they're just jealous that it wasn't them that defeated Hitler. This is why they do all of this bad. No, seriously, like, right now, this is the common belief that this is why Russian people hate America, because they think that Americans are jealous that they didn't take the cake first.
What the hell?
I know.
That is fucking crazy.
It is crazy, and you can't argue with those people because they're brainwashed into believing this, because this is what media tells them, and the TV is still the biggest media in Russia because internet didn't get so far. We don't have it in the, like, it's not so good in the middle. It's not so good in Moscow, really. It's definitely not good in Vladivostok. Yes, we have it, but it's not the main media point now. TV is still the main point of media in Russia. And radio.
That is terrifying to think about. I mean, I completely rely on, you know, several different national news sources that provide news in English and Swedish and Norwegian and Danish as well. I mean, I rely on the fact that there are loads of coverage all around the fucking world. But to only be able to see what, you know, the state television and the fucking corporate television tells you, that is fucking terrifying.
It is. I should probably mention that, you know, who is the biggest comedy star in, like, one of the biggest comedy stars in Russia?
I have no idea.
He's, oh my god, I can't even recall his name anymore, but he's very popular. What's his face? Oh yeah, his last name is Zadornov.
Zadornov?
Zadornov. I'm completely oblivious to his first name, right? Mikhail, I think. Yeah, Mikhail Zadornov. His most famous joke that everybody upload to standing is Americans are so dumb. I'm not kidding. I mean, it became the new idiom. Americans are so dumb. This is, like, seriously, like, even when he is not actually making a show, this like if he says that, this calls cheering ovations from the 90%ers.
That is fucking
Insane. It's
Yes.
insane.
I don't know if it's brilliant or if it's just fucking terrifying.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah,
It's brilliantly terrifying, definitely.
definitely. Ah, shit, that's scary as hell. No, but fuck, tell us about Russian children's television.
Oh man,
I mean, you guys got some pretty dark stuff.
no, I don't know what you call dark stuff.
No, but
Enlighten me.
I mean, if you think about take Genya, the crocodile.
Oh yes,
I mean,
Gena, yeah.
yeah.
Crocodile Gena. Yeah.
And they, you have the birthday song. You know,
Yes.
almost every other nation have, you know, a very happy birthday
And this
song.
is very sad birthday song.
And the Russian one is "Пусть
Yeah, the thing is that, yeah, for those who don't know, this song is about how the main character of this series, the Gena the crocodile, that he's very sad that he doesn't have friends to celebrate birthday with. This is the whole song. What's it about?
Yeah.
I mean, not but like this is the context of it. But he's obviously singing like, what's that? That he's actually happy. Like, doesn't matter that people are running around and it's raining. It's like, I'm still happy that I have a birthday. But the very last like lyric of every verse is, unfortunately, the birthday is only once a year.
Yeah.
So, and it's a very sad song because he's like, pretty much everyone in this cartoon series is, by the way, it's a stop motion cartoon, so it's like with real dolls and
Yeah.
such. He is like, him and another character are the only non-human characters in the series, because he's a crocodile and his friend Cheburashka, the Cheburashka, probably Japanese people know like what he is mostly, because they are actually rebooting the series in Japan.
Wow.
Yes, and they're making it really good, like actual stop motion stuff. So they take the Soviet cartoon, like there is a Cheburashka cult in Japan. Seriously, there is.
That is fucking brilliant. What we had in northern Norway that came from Russia, we had people coming to Tromsø from Murmansk.
Murmansk, yeah.
And they brought with them, you know, the Matryoshka dolls.
Yeah, Matryoshkas.
Yeah. You pick them apart and they became smaller and smaller. Everyone has definitely seen some gag or other about them.
Yeah, of course.
I used to have a bunch of them at my mother's place.
We have. I remember a beautiful joke about why is there only one person guarding the Kremlin entrance?
Why?
Because like you split in half into many others jump out.
That is true. That has to happen.
Yeah.
You know, this fucking head pops back and...
Yes, exactly. So continue.
No, but we had those, and in Sweden, let's see, what did we have? I think it was mainly the Russian vodka that people bought from Germany. This is a thing in Sweden, to get cheap liquor. If you live in southern Sweden, you don't fucking buy it at the state monopoly shops.
Mm-hmm.
You take a car,
Cross the border, come back.
you go down through Denmark to Germany, you shop at what is called a fucking border shop,
Yes.
and you fucking fill her up with whatever fucking shit you get, and usually they get the worst fucking Russian vodka imaginable.
Yes.
It is a fake knockoff Russian vodka that is
Yes.
made in Russia.
Yes. Because,
Which is, you know, so fucking brilliant.
yes, because it's the strongest shit,
Yes.
and it's the cheapest shit as well. Because they just take. All right, so usually in vodka we make half proportion vodka water. In this one we make 90% spirits, 10% water. Good. That's it.
Yeah,
So,
and you get them for like $4 a bottle. Can you just check that the door is locked? I got a bit paranoid about that. Yeah. No, but I mean, that is the main fucking cultural interaction with Russia. Except if you look to the fucking communists, which still, you know, walks about with shawls that has an embroidery of fucking Stalin.
well, speaking of my favorite George, you know how? Have you ever been to Kremlin, by the way? No.
I haven't
Never,
been to
right.
Russia.
So the thing is that obviously they realize that Kremlin is a place where most of the Soviet Union most of Russia happened.
Yeah.
So Kremlin has a large history. I mean, since the creation of Moscow, there was Kremlin. It definitely changed walls multiple times. And during the period of Soviet Union, like if you research and you find there is video recordings that were published on YouTube, you can still see that some of this old recordings, like 1905, 1908, Kremlin still has crosses on top of its towers. Because it was very religious. I mean, Russia was very religious. Soviet Union tried to abolish it by destroying churches and replacing all the religious symbols with stars.
Not only that, they fucking executed religious people.
Yes, they did that.
A brilliant film that is actually based on the records kept by the Soviet Union about the killings done on Lenin is the Chekist.
Chekist, yeah. Okay. I didn't to my shame, I didn't actually watch it because it's more of a.
It's a very well-made film. It is beautifully filmed, and the story is flawlessly told. And all the way up to the ending, you completely buy into the picture that he sees day in and day out. I'm not going to spoil more than that, but it is just so flawlessly told. And you just have to admire that.
I need to see the more of the Soviet films, but the thing is that I didn't watch them for the only reason because pretty much every single Soviet film, it's a propaganda picture.
Yeah.
This is why I didn't want to watch them ever, because I don't want to be propagated.
But if you know it's propaganda, you can watch it with a critical mind.
Yes, that's true. That's right. But here's another thing that I always like. There is a very interesting, not even pattern, a rule. A good Soviet movie is always about the Second World War. There isn't a Soviet there are not so many Soviet movies that are good and that are not about the Second World War, because it's still a culture that is, it still thinks of the aftermaths of the Second World War. It's because movies are rolled daily. There's a special channel called Zvezda, which is about Russia and military, and it has all of these movies rolling all the time.
This reminded me of that superhero film you showed me about the guy.
Oh my god, yes, the Black Lightning, yes.
Fucking describe this clusterfuck of a film.
Yes, so this movie basically, the plot is pretty. The punchline is pretty simple. In the Soviet Union, very smart scientists were working on the creation of the alternate fueling technology. They made it, but the project got unfunded, and they had to stop it. Stop the research, stop everything. But they put it in one single car, which turned out to be the 1964 Gas 21 Volga, a very classic car. And so, at some point, already now in the present time, people discover it when they are trying to build a new facility. They destroy the foundation, and they find this car. And what's the first thing that you do when you find the car in the sealed in the sealed basement? Well, of course you sell it.
Yeah,
because that's exactly what happened. They sell this car, and the car goes to a young student who then discovers that this car has an ability to fly, and he basically becomes a superhero to save the world on his flying car because he can't be everywhere all the time.
And doesn't it turn out that he is related to the creator of the car?
No, that wasn't the point. He wasn't related. He found them because he wanted to know more about the car.
Ah, yeah, I didn't really watch that. I was walking back and forth. I think I was playing some game or another.
Yeah.
No, but that might be the cheesiest shit I've sat down and watched in snippets.
Yeah.
How would you say that this is received by the 90%ers, this kind of film?
Oh, they love it. I mean, how to say no? I would say that those 90%, they would probably split into halves, and one of them would say, "Oh, Russian thing has sold onto the Western superhero culture," and another half will say, "Yeah, I can watch that every day." so this is how this movie became one of the highest-grossing films in Russia, and I'm not kidding. Yes, it has very high gross. Because
But you have such beautiful films. You have Stalker, you have Nostalgia. You have fucking hell, Andrei Rublev.
the thing is that those movies are for more intellectual people who were not dumbed down by the fear of the West. So this is all movies that they that's my opinion. I believe that those intellectual movies are made by people who admire intelligence, and all of these blockbusters that come out Russian, they're for dumb people because they're already blinded by the.
Yeah, but this is something fun because you have a fear of West, and the West have a fear of the East.
Yeah.
It's fucking brilliant. We're building bridges here.
We're not building bridges. We're trying to build a bridge, and we're trying to knock the other bridge down. That's we want it to be our own bridge.
So would you say that Russia is completely fucked?
To a certain percent, yes. I would say 90% of it, yeah.
That's fucking brilliant. No, it's. I don't know if humanity as a race really deserves to survive. In all honesty, look at all the shit we do. I mean, YouTube is a fucking cesspool of idiocy. And I'm glued to the screen just watching these fucks.
And then the Russian dashboard can be yours.
Yes. I don't know if we deserve to survive as a species. I think that the aliens would be better off not meeting us.
If aliens come and try to destroy the Earth, I believe it will turn out that Soviet Union was the whole time working on this device, and just the whole Russia, just the whole border, just like a cake, it just cuts down to the Earth, and the whole land floats and goes away into space. That's what's gonna happen, probably.
All while loudspeakers planted all over the globe place.
Republic, so yeah, the Russian.
I showed you the translation.
Yes, the Swedish. Yeah, that was quite something.
Hashish funds existed in syringes.
Yes.
And the policeman ran in a team.
Yeah. That song made so much of sense. I mean, if you could describe Russia in one song, that song would probably do that, because you could consider that this is a rant of a person who's a drunk, and you're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the police kind of has to run in a team because no one wants to stay unbribed.
No, but my favorite sentence of it is, in Rasta mother's belly you can find cheese a la cheesecake. No, hashish a la cheesecake.
Why don't we just go to the Cheesecake Factory and let's change your name to Hashish Factory. At least you could explain pricing.
Hash Cake Factory.
Hash Cake Factory, yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm convinced that within a few decades we will have gourmet fucking restaurants doing the most creative shit with cannabis, infusing their food with cannabis. That you will be able to go to these specialized fucking stoner restaurants and have fucking crepes au cannabis or some shit.
No,
with the butter that they fry the crepe is cannabis butter.
No, but this is a brilliant business idea you just gave me. It's like every restaurant they have to put cannabis only in vegetarian dishes. So when they actually eat them, they're like, "Yeah, we want some of this beef, please."
That would be so fucking brilliant. That's a good way to fight what I consider to be.
Yes, I have my beliefs, but I'm more hungry than that right now.
Bam, pig,
Bam, pig. So yeah,
Captain Bacon.
Captain Bacon. Google it. YouTube it. Captain Bacon by Weeble, right?
Yeah, I think it is that.
Bacon. You're gonna have some bacon.
It's just the dumbest shit to watch, and it makes so much sense at certain hours of the day.
You know, what kind of hours are those?
Well, like evenings, like right now, in this mind state.
In this mind state. Yeah.
Yeah. In this mind state, let's Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
How far are we?
We're like 57 minutes.
57 minutes. Holy hell! And Steven is falling asleep watching pro wrestling, I think.
It's probably the best thing to fall asleep to. It's like
there's something poetic in this picture. I mean, to try to describe it with words, there's like a queen-sized bed, and on this bed you have a book.
No, I know what this picture's name is. It's called a college student. Because look at it, it makes total sense. Here's a queen bed with no sheets. He's covered with blankies.
Two
blankets. He has a laptop open that plays WWE, I believe. Mm-hmm. There is a book on the same bed. There's headphones on this bed laying aside because he's too tired to wear them while he's sleeping. There's an empty water bottle and a roll of tissues. I mean, this is definitely a painting.
And don't forget the clothes covering the peanuts that's behind one of his shirts.
No, but at the same time, like if you look deeper into the picture, you will understand that it's an essence of a human being. You can see the desperation. You can see the stress, the will to survive. Yes.
To survive in this wilderness that is called California, where we are constantly attacked and assailed by cougars.
And by cougars, you mean?
I will leave that up for the listener to decide what it is.
Sure.
You just leave I
have the small idea.
Yeah, of course you do. I mean, it's an obvious double entendre.
Yeah.
But I could actually mean the mountain lion. It's just fun to use the word cougar.
Just why even stop at mountain lion? Why not raccoon?
Yeah, fucking raccoon.
You just come back from the jog. Honey, I see the cougar today. It was like all striped and it had hands and
long fake nails that were painted pink. And as she was walking, she clicked them together as if she was spraying with a stiletto knife. And it turned out, as she scratched across my throat, that they were sharpened.
The thing is, I believe that cougars' life is very stressful, so they smoke a lot. And the reason they have long nails, so they could just light it up with a snap. You use their nails
and it also makes the perfect murder weapon.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, as long as you use the right product. You have fucking spray on metal.
Oh, yes.
Spray on metal, then you sharpen that shit. and then you walk up to someone.
It's like, imagine if Terminator 2 was a movie about reality. And it's like, and instead of the T-1000, there was a cougar who was like, I'm gonna kill you! And she stacks her finger and the spray like, and the whole scene goes like for 10 minutes until she gets it to the correct length. And now, you run away. Ta-da!
No, but wouldn't that be fucking hysterical if they actually did another Terminator film, but they chose like Peggy Bundy from
oh my god
from Married with Children, and they put her in the worst cougar outfit ever dreamt up by man.
Since Katie Sagal filmed in Sounds of Anarchy, I can't look at Peggy the same way.
She also does the voice of Leela in Futurama.
Oh really? Yeah, that's right. Katie Sagal does the voice of Leela?
No, not Katie Sagal, but Peggy Bundy.
But that's Katie Sagal. So
Katie Sagal.
Katie Sagal makes.
I thought you said Katie Sagal.
No, Katie Sagal. It's the name of an actress who made the role of Peggy Bundy and Gemma Teller in Sons of Anarchy.
Shit, I haven't seen Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, I think it's a brilliant boys' drama.
I know that
it's very violent.
You have paraphernalia from it.
Oh yes, my girlfriend even told me now I know where your style is from.
Have you showed her?
She's seen the pilot.
She's seen the pilot?
Yeah.
She didn't want to watch anymore?
She wants to watch it with me, because she's not a person who likes violence a lot, so she doesn't even watch The Walking Dead by herself.
What? That's so cute.
I know, right?
That's so cute. I hope that you're gonna send this link to her.
Yeah, probably that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and ask her to spread it now that we are making a shout out, basically.
Yeah. Well, what else do you want to speak about?
I mean, we have passed an hour.
Well, we can continue to the half.
Yeah.
I got involved and now I can't back out because I'm a procrastinator and I don't want to stop interesting things happening.
The way you're sitting with your finger like that, you look completely fucking maniacal. It's like Dr. Jekyll taking away, how can I make this serum?
Yes, exactly.
I need to make this serum, George. I don't know if George is an actual name. I haven't read the book in ages, so...
Well...
Oh, but let's talk some more about Russia. Let's talk about the goofy shit in Russia.
Oh, goofy shit.
I mean, take the
well, Goofy is not a very famous character in Russia.
No, but what do you call the Adidas kickers?
Goptiks.
Goptiks.
Yeah, Goptiki.
Yeah, let's talk a bit about them. There are some videos where they're like in the playground for children in the living block, and they have like the stereo playing obnoxious fucking techno music.
Oh yes,
and they are dancing within great citation marks.
The most favorite genre of music is Russian chanson.
What the fuck is that?
It's something that you cannot really describe with words, but like if you live in the United States. And occasionally there is a car with Latinos passing you, and you can hear those very religious like motifs, and it's
or the bass line.
Or the bass line. So yeah,
it's brilliant. That's everywhere.
This is a shot. This like we have the same thing. Like we have the same thing in Russia. The thing is that it's a genre that's easily recognizable.
Yeah,
and it's nationwide. I mean, I should tell you probably that. Which is also an interesting fact, considering the law and order in Russia, which doesn't happen much. The people who write chanson are most commonly people who did time.
Time?
Time. Who did time in prison.
Okay.
They become popular while they're in prison, and then they get out to be nationwide popular. Because of their... my tongue doesn't... Sorry, I need to turn my tongue to say it because my mind doesn't allow me. Musically talented.
That was very, very drama queen, Alex.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so proud of you. You could almost study theatre.
I know. I did study theatre for like 3 years. But
in Russia?
In Russia, yeah.
How is the theatre training in Russia?
I think it's brilliant because all of the teachers, they are very talented and passionate about it. I mean, like, in my opinion, it's rare when you will meet an emotional goofball that's going to teach you theater. But you have to understand that when you have teachers, there's people who are very nice and who are going to explain you very carefully, and there are obviously people who are very annoyed with stuff. Like, because I had both of them teachers simultaneously. So one of them, he was like, "Come on, guys, we're gonna do this. Come on, let's just do some silly stuff, and we'll just warm up, like do some movements, make our bodies feel good." That. And we had the other teacher who did the same stuff. But if you annoy her, you probably gonna have a wet rag flying into you, because that's what she did once. We were sitting like in a circle, and we were supposed to listen to her, and she was explaining something on the chalkboard. So she's having like a chalk, and she's talking, and my classmate he starts to speak with somebody else. So I look at him, and before I turn my head, I can see a wet rag that is like that we use to wipe the chalkboard, that just flying straight into him. and he turns like scared. He looks at her, and there is this very wet and very smelly rag that has like chalk on it, white chalk. It just like very melodramatically sliding down his shirt. It's just like like if you could solidify Jello, that would be it. Like on his pants and then on the floor, very slowly.
That sounds very erotic.
I know, right? I dream about it every day.
This actually reminds me, I was actually in a Russian acting school.
Yeah.
for like 2 months in Sweden.
Because you couldn't survive anymore, I understand.
No, it actually went broke, sadly.
Ah, that's right. Well, not unsurprisingly, they spent a lot
But
on alcohol.
give me a usual surname for a Russian acting
Ivanov. I don't know.
teacher.
Ivanov.
Yeah.
Tatarsky, I don't know.
Ivanov.
Let's say Ivanov.
Yeah.
That's the most common Russian surname. Why
So
not? Possible.
she was, rumored to be a fucking brilliant teacher by everyone that went to that school and by the other teachers. And she had been sick for like the first week, and then she comes in, and this is very carefully dressed, very proper Russian lady in her early 40s, hair in a tight bun. She has this fucking vest made of fur to keep her warm.
Yeah.
She has the jeans, she has the boots, and very thick glasses, and it's very like, hello, my name is Victoria
Ivanov.
Ivanov. Ivanov, today you are going to tell me through writing why you want to be actor, and I will be back after short break. So you write, I take break. And she walked out. I was sitting there like, what the fuck was this? I mean, I'm going to pay for this shit, so I might as well take it seriously, but why does she have such a good reputation amongst former students and amongst the other faculty? I'm like, what the hell? So I'm writing. And in like 2 minutes, she comes back in. And you could hear on the steps that there was something different going on. And I didn't notice at first. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to continue writing until she says something. Might as well take this shit seriously. And then I hear one of my classmates just bursts out laughing, and I look up. She's opened up her fur vest, and she has a big fucking shawl on. She has a loose-fitting knitted shirt, and he's just standing like a fucking bro. Legs wide apart, hands on the thighs, just watching us all. And she's like, there, hello, I am Victoria. She throws back her hair. Ivanova. I was like, what the fuck?
This is brilliant.
I completely bought her as a shy, very correct lady. She had fucking, I think, 22 academic degrees.
Yeah. That's the point. I mean, like, Russian teachers, if they are good, they will make a very good first impression.
Yeah, but to have 22 academic degrees from university.
Yeah, possible.
That is fucking insane. I've never met such an overachiever.
Well, you gotta see that it pays off.
Yeah, but I mean, is that usual in Russia?
Well,
amongst the
how to say, we don't have so many overachievers, but theater school is actually very strict. I mean, in a sense that if you are going to be theater, you just, if you don't know something, just get out right away. Don't even come back. I mean, like, if you finish a theater school and you want to go to some serious play, because theater plays, it's big. If you're in a theater play and you're also a TV or a movie star, dude, you're done. I mean, you're great. So many people who are on TV or who are in the movie, like, it's less popular than being in the theater, so they will definitely try. But theater, they will not take you as an actor unless you're good.
Yeah.
You have to be good, because Russian theater it's sacred. If you fuck this up, you will be forever remembered that the person who fucked up. Forever. You will never be invited anywhere.
That is fucking crazy.
You can't be bad at theater, otherwise you will be belittled for the rest of your life.
Wow.
You have to be really good, in my opinion. This is the impression that I got, that either you're good or you don't come and try theater.
This is fucking crazy. In Sweden, it was during high school. It was very much like, yeah, I just want to do some theatre. I'm not sure what I want to do. That was the general attitude countrywide when people spoke about theatre in high school. Now, I went to a school where most people were very serious about it, so I had luck at the very least, so I might be unfair in this picture. But it was, you didn't really have to do that much to have, like a pat on the back.
But this is... Here is another great example. Speaking, coming back to overachievers and difference between Russia and West, and I say not Russia, but East and West, is that what I notice here is very common to award you for participation.
That is fucking bullshit.
Yes, exactly.
We have that in Sweden as well.
Yes.
I'm completely
in
against
Russia, yes, you get rewarded, but you don't get like. It is a much lesser. It's not even a reward. It's like, yeah, you participated. Go. But if you win, it is so big that like it doesn't compare. I mean, like here, oh yeah, I participated in the writing Olympics, so I got a third, like I got a second. Let's take it down. I got a 17th place, and I got awarded for being here, because being is what's important, not winning. In Russia, it's a different thing. You have to win. Like, you have to be, like, if you win, you get more stuff. And not only, like, momentarily, but over, like, we have many Olympics. We have writing Olympics, mathematical Olympics, physical Olympics, and people from schools who are interested in those fields, teacher, like their physics teacher, alright guys, so we have a field trip, we're going for the Olympics, we're going to write it. And so they take the public transportation, they go there, they take it. If you get rewarded for your great job, like, because it's multi-school event.
Alright.
I mean, that happens locally in different places in Moscow, for example. So different schools go to the different spot, obviously from the region, not from region, but like from a district. And so they go there and they take the test, and the whole school will recognize you if you took third to first place.
31st.
Third to first.
Ah.
I mean, for third, second, or first place, your name is going to be on board for some time in your school.
How does that work in Russia if you are up there? Do you have like bullies that are like fucking nerd punches these kids? So how
yes,
does that work?
we do. It's more like it's not so much about the nerdness, it's about popularity. The more popular kids, they are much, how to say, they will beat the shit out of kids who are unpopular. This is why unpopular kids, they become slaves. Well, not like they willingly become slaves to their bullies, because then they can get popular this way. If they stick around them, if it's a group with a popular person, they will be recognized. Oh, he's in his group. It's like it seriously represents. It seriously represents it, like the way the Russian mafia worked in the 90s, because people still have this mentality. Like, you are recognized with the group if you're in it. Because I remember in one of my schools, I was studying there from my 4th through 8th grade.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a bunch of kids. I mean, there was group, like, with goofballs like me and other people, who were like complete idiots. But I'm not even kidding. We were such retards. Kids who are completely weird. But there will always be a person in our class who would be recognized not only in our class but also in a parallel class. So we have like in some schools we still have that. There's not just first grade through 11th, because we have only 11 grades. But there's first A, first B, first V, like V.
Yeah.
There's V. The point is that there can be more than 3 parallel grades, because they have to split it. There's too many people in one grade. They have to be like a regulation.
Yeah, that's the way it is everywhere.
So the thing is that there is, like, in every grade, there will always be 1 or maybe 2 people who are known parallelly. And they are popular kids. And then people from different classes, from different flows, they will come to hang out with them during the break.
So you have a hierarchical structure.
Sort of. but it's obviously not like school conducted. It's just people who are stronger become more popular in the group, obviously, because they're like, you want to be in a group because there will always be a bully who is going to pick on you. This is why you will come to the strong person in your group to tell, yeah, this guy is making me feel bad, and this strong guy, you don't dare touch my kid.
What the fuck?
Like, there are seriously, like, sometimes what happens is that
It sounds
there
like
is-
you have organized crime, man.
it is sort of, because it's also very common in more public schools of Russia for parallel flows to fight each other. I mean, that literally, for example, we had it in our school. I was in 5th A, there was also 5th B and 5th V, ABV, and so those courses hated each other. Because they're parallel, just because they're not in the same group.
we had the same thing in Sweden. There were some cross-parallel, knowledge of people, but that was usually from the parallel classes from the school you came from.
Yeah, but the thing is what happened is, that reminds me, that's true, because the flow of the B class, it was not originally our school, because 5th grade, after 4th grade, we were studying in a different school because the main building, our school, it was under construction, so our school, it had borrowed classes from a different school that was very close. So after the new building came up, we realized we have a big building now. Why don't we start taking classes as well as they did? So that what happened. There was 2 classes first, 5th A and 5th B. So I was in A because I was original. I already was original for this grade.
Original gangster.
Yes, I was OG. Yes.
OG represent.
And so other school kids came, and because they are from the other school, we picked on each other because they're not from the same school. Just
it's fucking
different-
tribal.
Exactly. The thing is that
It's fucking brutal. School in that age is like fucking warring tribes.
which is what also happened, which was completely weird to me, is that during the 6th grade, after the 6th grade even, we already had, in the 6th grade they transferred me to another class, and the new formed B with other new kids. So there was 5A where all of my friends were, there was 5B where none of my friends were, and there was 5V that some of my friends had to go to because they had to be transferred from this class. And obviously, since we had OG people from 5th A and 5th V, people have been hanging out. But the thing is that, and this is some serious political shit here, I know, right? I know.
No, it's the same fucking way in Norway and Sweden as well. It's fucking brutal.
What happened is that after the 6th grade, the B class got eradicated. So all of those people, they apparently left, but school decided, yeah, let's not make V B, we just keep it A and V. And we were obviously good with that. But the point is that if you watch South Park, if you've seen South Park,
Yeah.
remember how those 3rd graders were picked on by 4th graders?
Yeah.
This is why we had strongest people in our grade, so they could protect us from people from a higher grade who come to bully us. Because those, usually those guys, they were not, they were...
You know how we solved that in Norway?
How?
We had this school where there was 1st through 3rd class, and then there was 4th through 7th.
Yeah.
And basically we had separate schoolyards.
Yes!
And we had separate access to the football fields.
That's sort of what we had. 1st through 3rd, and 7th through 9th, and through 8th, 9th through 11th, yeah.
And you weren't allowed to intermingle.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Because they were like, why would you want to do that? Those kids are fucking creepy. They're tiny.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be out of here when they come up to your level.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fucking... Then we had the parallel classes, and whenever we hung out at the football field,
Mm-hmm.
it was such fucking rivalry
Yes.
between us. It was so fucking brutal, and we were so fucking mean to each other.
That's what happened all the time, because when we after our classes were over, for example, some other class they would still have class, one more class. So all of ours they would come play football, soccer, in the football field, and with our ball, and then other people come with their ball, And the fight, instead of actually cooperating and making two teams to play actual soccer, they'll be like, no, we want to play. No, we want to play. No, we want to play. No, because they don't even want to make, like, those two parallel things are so disgusted of each other that instead of making two rivaling teams, they are fighting for owning the field by themselves.
We had the same fucking thing. We had to do a sign-up schedule.
We didn't have that. No, we didn't.
We had to have that.
Lucky.
We had to do a sign-up schedule because they were fucking fist fight. They were fucking brawls breaking out over that fucking football
it wasn't actually
field.
that bad because the problem is we never really had brawls for the reasons is that if you start a brawl and if you get caught, guess who's gonna kick your ass?
The teachers.
Your parents.
Ah.
This is why we didn't have so much brawling because if 90% are parents. We come back to this.
The 90%.
Yes, if you have a black eye, they will slap the shit out of you because how dare you coming into a fight?
What the hell?
Yes, you don't dare fighting. Go in your room. They slap the stuff out of you and then they will go in your room, stand in the corner. I don't know. You are punished for getting in a fight.
It's basement week for you now.
Basement. We didn't have basements, so.
Okay. It's cupboard week for you. Cupboard.
Cupboard.
It's cupboard week for you.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen like this. They would make you do chores.
Yeah, that happened to me as well.
Well, so coming back to the school stuff, we had a group of people who were like, if you don't want to go to class, you will probably find them at the same spot, like in the school building. They would just hang out somewhere on the upper level where no classes usually happen.
Alright.
And you just join them and you have a great time. Or you have a bad time if the leader is not in a good mood. So, the thing is, one of the stories that happened is that we had this person, we called him a cockroach because...
Cockroach?
Yeah, because he had very extravagant mustache, I would say. But he was also ex-FSB and KGB. So he was more like he was a person who taught, we have a class called ОБЖ, Основы безопасности жизнедеятельности, which means the basics of life security.
Which consisted of...
Basically, on this class they explain you what to do if a fire breaks out, whom to call, what to do if a crime is happening, how to use a fire extinguisher, how to use... I can't believe I'm saying that, but this is so true. A Kalashnikov.
Of course!
How to use a gas mask. All of this stuff. And the thing is that this teacher... yeah, seriously,
How old were you when you were taught to use a Kalashnikov?
We were 13.
13?
12.
12,
The class, yeah, 6th grade.
Holy hell.
From 12, you are taught what parts Kalashnikov is made of, how to shoot it, how to load it.
And you actually get to go out and shoot it?
No, you don't get to go out and shoot it, but they bring, I want to call them circumcised versions of the Kalashnikov.
Circumcised?
Because it misses a part. And it cannot actually... Well, okay, castrated. That's more like it. Castrated version of the Kalashnikov. It can't actually shoot, but you have it. That's the point. Some people even call it... Some people even call it castrated. It's just, they bring castrated again. The point is... So yeah, which some people who are interested, they can individually come during the educational part of the class where people sit down and read a book or something. You can come up to a person, like during the Kalashnikov show, I should call it, because it's nothing else. Because he's ex-KGB, he's like alright kids, no, sorry, this is not the correct pace of the voice, I need to do it more realistic so you could understand the drama. Alright kids. Today I'm going to show you how to use a Kalashnikov. Yay! Тихо! Молчать! Все. Silent. Just calm down. I know it's very interesting and exciting, but... some serious stuff. This is Автомат Kalashnikov 101. And he starts showing it, he's like, to use a Kalashnikov, you will flip a buttstock, you detach a... a magazine. You put rounds in it. You put it back. This is how you
load it up.
Yes, exactly. The thing is that you load it up, aim and shoot. You will know more when you're in army. He doesn't say if, he says when, because that's mandatory.
It's conscription.
Yes.
We used to have that in Sweden and Norway as well. I think Norway still does it, but Sweden, no.
Well,
Sweden is going for feministic defense force.
Interesting.
Which I think Putin is just sitting there going, make it easier.
We have female soldiers, obviously.
No, we are talking third wave feministic military defense.
All right.
We are going to write them angry,
thank you.
angry Twitter messages.
Putin will be like on this picture when the feminine girl with her boobs up and on her back is written "Go fuck yourself, Putin." He'll be like, "Ooh," looking at her like, "Ooh."
That is basically it. They have a fucking feminist foreign policy right now.
They should, I think, now. Considering the circumstances that they have, I mean, like, it would be weird if they didn't have it.
In Sweden, you mean?
Yes.
I mean, Sweden is right now being filled with asylum seekers and
seekers?
Asylum seekers.
They do look for people who are named Salem?
No, asylum.
Asylum. Okay, sorry.
We
seekers.
are the seekers of asylum.
Yes, we'll look for you, Salem. Okay.
Well, have you seen Salim? We were told that he was supposed to be here. His new prophet.
I will keep seeking then. Okay, so we wandered off a bit. The thing is that then after that you can come up, and like you come up as a whole class, obviously, and he gives you a brief presentation on how to make a basic disassembling of a Kalashnikov. Because you need no screws, no other weapon has this, I believe. I mean, like you can. It's like Kalashnikov. I think Kalashnikov. Like I'm Russian. What? Okay, so, excuse me. So I think that there is no other weapon in the world that is as easy to deconstruct with bare hands as Kalashnikov.
Okay.
Seriously, because you hold the weapon in your arms, you push one button, oh look, this stuff is coming off by itself, I don't even need to do anything. Like, there is literally one spring holding the whole construction together. When you pull it out, you can carefully deconstruct Kalashnikov. But then when you construct it back, this is the last part that you plug. Because this string is like, I believe that this magical string, this is the whole secret of Kalashnikov, the spring, yeah.
It's like, what was the guy's first name? Mr. Kalashnikov?
Nikolai, I think Nikolai. I don't remember. Mikhail. I think it's Mikhail. There's too many Mikhails today. Mikhail Kalashnikov.
Mikhail Kalashnikov, the wizard. He's standing there. He has brought, the Basso Profondos.
No, he was already a saint because he's dead.
Yeah, no, he has brought the Basso Profondos from the church, and they're going.
Because Monty Python.
And that is the way that they construct the spring. It is basically these massive fucking Basso Profondo singers. No, they are singing it into existence. They are standing in a circle.
They're just standing in a circle, and there is a piece of metal. Just it's perfectly lined, but then you see that it becomes red and it starts curling, and then it becomes.
And they're just standing in a circle around it, and that's the way that they make Kalashnikovs.
Yes, it's like if you ever seen how Jedis construct lightsabers. So this is the way it happens. They just sing, and the whole part they're floating.
Yeah,
the string curls itself.
It's pure magic based on the spirit of Rasputin, I think.
Exactly, but that's the main thing about Kalashnikov weapons, because they're built to be easy. It's like Kalashnikov is the easiest weapon that can kill you. Seriously, well, except for a knife.
Yeah, but of assault rifles.
So of assault rifles, definitely. I mean. It's easy to do everything. You can literally take a tank, run it over, and it will still be shooting.
How is the gun violence? You have school massacres in Russia with people.
It's not like school massacre. It's never gets to the school massacre because people who bring guns, they're unbelievably stupid. Because what they do, they pull them out during class, and then teacher walks away, comes back with the security, and this is where the riot is over. But yeah, because here's the thing. We don't have such gun policy. You can't buy arms. We don't have Second Amendment thing here in Russia, so we just. I mean, like, you cannot just buy a gun. You can't just have a simple like.
But most people have a fucking AK-47,
no,
right?
No. That's not true. That's not true. Even a military person, if they're in a city as Moscow, military person, police, they're not really allowed to have assault rifles in their apartments. They allowed to have a table guns like, well, you know, the Makarovs, like handguns. Yes, they're allowed to have handguns, and they're allowed to have nightsticks. But, I mean, unless you're living in a military sector, which is quite interesting, you cannot have a heavy-grade weapon in
You
your
have
house.
military sectors of cities?
Yes, we have military sectors of cities. I mean, like, outer cities, for example, the place where we had a land, we had a house there, the nearest city was a military city. It's like everyone in the city were army. Everyone. All
That is fucking crazy.
apartments were army people, or pretty much everyone were trained to handle weaponry. There is a military base right near to the city. It's like instead of having dormitories, the military base
Is a city.
Is a city.
Was that like the case with Pripyat?
No. I should say I have no real fact that can say so. But the thing is that, like, we have lots of like Moscow city is too big to have military base like inside of it.
Yeah.
So it's strictly business and such. We have military bases around it, yes. But like there are some cities that not just military bases. There are apartments that are built for military stations there. It's like literally like tall apartment buildings, 9 stories, 12 stories.
Yeah.
And pretty much everyone who lives in there. Now, I mean, you don't really have to be an army person to live in them because they're still apartment buildings. But like mainly, it's army people living there. And like, and occasionally the gates will open and military vehicles will go, like the
Tanks across the beach kind of thing?
not tanks, but like, you know, like the
Jeeps.
meat carriers. By meat carriers, I mean soldier carriers.
Yeah, fucking lorries.
Lorries, yes, all of this stuff. They would just drive out and they go like to the field or something else to do their stuff. Because like we even have like not very far from our village, we had a tank gun range.
A tank gun range?
Yes. So military would come there with tanks and they would shoot the targets.
That sounds so fucking badass. The tank gun range.
Yes.
That really sounds badass. We should make T-shirts out of that.
Tank gun range. Bring your tank.
We demand a tank gun range.
Oh my god. I don't know if you knew about this kind of thing. Speaking of tanks, I know that once again, this is the Headless podcast. We keep consistency over topics.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
did you know that Russia has a sport called tank biathlon?
Tank biathlon?
Yes. And it's not just Russian, it's multi-country.
Please tell me what the fuck this is.
So basically, it's a sport that is translated either live or recorded on TV, where military teams from different countries, including pretty much any country, they have biathlon in tanks. They have to go through. Tanks have to go through obstacle course. Then they have to arrive to the range. They shoot their targets, and the first person to come to finish wins. I know.
Russia never fails to deliver.
No, they don't. You can Google amazing. If like you should, I'll explain you a video where people are like they have obviously they have tank trainings. But the thing is that the tank trainings in Russia they're very brutal because they build tanks. It's like once again Russia as a country is a military country. Most of the fundings goes into military. They don't build weapons that are some technologically advanced or such. They build weapons that last and that can kill the target regardless if he's wearing an armor or he's having a shield. It's very simple, but it's...
What's that saying about Russian engineers? To tell the Russian engineers to design a pair of shoes and they will give you 2 cement blocks. But tell a Russian engineer to design something to kill Germans, and all of a sudden it's Nikolai Tesla.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
No, but basically, you build the most fucking durable, most badass
Yes.
weapon, like the Kalashnikov,
Yes.
like the fucking T-34.
Russian engineering is a very big topic. I should say that probably every Russian person has a little bit of engineer in them. Remember, I've been mentioning creativity?
Yeah.
There you go. So, I remember beautiful pictures of that when people, like, a person who didn't have hot water, who really needed it, and hot water was missing for months, and that happens in Russia. So, instead of taking a kettle and making a fully, like, a boiling water and then mix it with cold water and use it for bath or whatever, he just made a brilliant invention. He bought an electric pot.
Like a coffee pot?
No, not like a coffee pot, but like, electric kettle.
Yeah.
So with the spiral at the bottom, he ripped off the thing. He drilled a hole in the side, and whenever he needed hot water, he would just turn it off. It would heat up. Then he would turn off cold water, and the warm water would come out from the side.
I think you mean turned on everything.
Yeah, turned on. Yeah.
Yeah, you said turned off on
sorry,
all three of them.
The point is, he turns on the kettle, lets it heat up, opens the cold water, the warm water comes out from the side because that's how heat works. They kind of know physics. Another brilliant Russian invention is during flooding. A person was like, I don't want to wet my shoes, so he took a pair of slippers, he nailed them to two chairs, and he was walking around because it worked.
Russian engineering at its peak.
Here's a brilliant motto of Russian engineering. Does it look stupid? Yes. Does it work? Yes. It's not stupid. They don't really care about design as long as it works, in my opinion. It's like maybe here with iPhones they're like, so I'm gonna put a little bit of sorry for the gay voice. They put a little bit of aluminium thing and cute glass and make it look slick, and so you could put it in your pocket and pull it out easily. Does it work? No, it doesn't. So in Russia it's like, yes. So what do you need?
Telephone.
I need telephone. Well, here is a telephone, and he pulls out just a ping, like a machine with the wire. He's like, call. So okay. Or for example, we're not even speaking about telephone. Like let's take another bad example. But
Very bad example.
Very bad example.
It was my fault.
Yes.
I take responsibility for that one.
So here they design cool shoes. It doesn't really necessary for it to be durable. But that's exactly how we say about Russia. It's like, you need shoes, just strap freaking rod to a concrete block and walk around. It's just engineering is something else.
We build to last. It's very easy.
Come on. You know Valenak?
Valenak?
Yeah, I actually told you that. So okay, so
Yeah.
the thing is that Russian culture has such thing as Valenak, which is a wool shoe. It's made entirely of wool, and the wool layer is so thick that when you actually walk in the snow, it doesn't get wet inside.
That's fucking brilliant.
It's just literally a wool shoe. It doesn't have.
Why isn't that exported to like Norway?
I'll explain.
Sweden?
I'll explain because I decided to strengthen the formula. Sorry. Not only they have the Valenak now. Most of the time now, it's not just Valenak. It's half Valenak, half galosh. So it's like a galosh that has Valenak built into it. So it's like, it's warm, it's more waterproof. Like this kind of galosh, we call them galosh, by the way. I mean the whole thing,
Yeah.
not just the galosh, but galosh with Valenak. Or is it Valenak? Now I'm confused.
Let's call it Valgosh.
Valgosh. Let's call it Valgosh.
Valgoshka.
Valgoshka.
Very good.
So
Valgoshka.
it's made for regions who don't get as cold to be just snow, but at the same time they don't get as hot for it not to be water. So this is why they have it warm, and they have it like resin and like
Rubber.
rubber.
And wool.
And wool, because when it's raining, you can wear it. It can go deeper than Valanek into the freaking what do you call it?
Ponds.
Ponds. Yeah. The point is that you can use it. No, obviously
Puddles.
puddles.
But
yes.
in
puddles.
Russia, they would be ponds.
Yes. No. Okay. Yeah, something like that. But we have beautiful. I don't remember what they call them, but the. Do you know definition? What is a portyanka?
Portyanka?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay, so military has this thing.
Is it a song?
It's not a song. No, it's no.
Portyanka.
It's. I should say that this is an object of fashion, military fashion.
Is that the fucking beer can that you wear on your head?
No. That's not the thing. The thing is that the Russian military, they can't like, at least I don't know to this point, but I remember that portyanka is famous in military because they have them. The point is the portyanka is that Russian military, they don't give you socks. Instead, they give you two handkerchiefs that you have, and there is a special technique how you tie the handkerchief around your leg so it would be a sock, which you would put into military. And the microphone fell.
I think I'll leave that actually, just for the hell of it, you know, mistakes.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
So once again, yes. So this is
What
just
the fuck happened? Was this Steven's foot?
no. It just we were too loud. The microphone tried to run away.
Yeah. No,
But yeah.
Portyanka?
So yeah, portyanki. It's like
Portyanki.
it's two hankies that you wrap around your leg, and they become socks. And the knowing of how to make those is essential in army, for some reason, for obvious reason, I would say.
Yeah.
Foot protection. So it's like this is actually one of the, you know how BuzzFeed has all of this like 10 ways to do this, 10 ways to do that. I'm not speaking about 10 ways to make portyanka. The point is like 10 ways to impress your girlfriend. One of them is to know how to tie portyankas.
How would that impress a
Pretty
girlfriend?
simple, because when you don't have, because you're a Russian guy and you don't have clean socks because of reasons you don't do laundry, you live alone. It can be pretty impressive to know how to use two handkerchiefs to make portyankas. Yes, I know it's weird, but
Why wouldn't you do laundry as a Russian dude?
no, it's not that you would do laundry. It's that you already didn't do it and you don't have socks. So instead, use handkerchiefs. Because you have them, they're probably clean because I don't know, because you haven't been sick for a while.
Oh, you mean
It's not that Russian
the fabric handkerchiefs?
fabric, yeah.
Not like paper fabric, but
No,
actual...
not paper, natural fabric,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah, this kind of handkerchief.
Ah, now I'm with you.
So yeah, this. Sorry,
Okay,
sorry,
now,
that went out
I
of
can buy
context.
into that. I can actually buy into that one.
Yes. So,
I was just seeing, you know, like fucking handkerchiefs that you get when you like Kleenex.
no, not this stuff. No. The fabric handkerchiefs, yeah. So like, if you already didn't do laundry and you need to go out with your girlfriend, you use fabric handkerchiefs to make yourself a pair of socks.
But how are you impressing her with that? Is that when you? Is that when
Because
you get
it's
in
a
bed?
manly thing to do.
Huh.
I mean, girls in Russia, especially like 90% are girls. Sorry, I always have to do this ha because I don't like this term, but I kind of have to use it. 90% are girls. They are more impressed with manliness. I mean, they want to date a person who's a man.
Actually, I have a theory.
Yeah.
A theory that is backed by loads of anecdotal evidence from people that can think a bit better than me
Okay.
on the subject.
Sure.
But I basically think that women in general are more likely to be unhappy with relationships with men because
yes.
men doesn't try to be manly anymore because they've been told that it's wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
Which in turn creates that the manly men who's left are the ones who gets, you know, what is an appropriate term apart from fuck around a lot?
What?
Another term for fucking around a lot. I wanted it to be elegant.
Goof around.
Being a slut.
This kind of fuck around. Okay. Sorry, I lost it.
You know, he's
He's a slut.
he's the manly guy who gets laid because he's a fucking man pig.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand that.
That creates this depressional state in feminist.
We call them. Oh my god.
Troglodytes.
No. When we say fuck around, we have
You have a word for that in Russian?
yes, we have a meaning.
How is it?
Shit. If I could only remember. A girl of light. Of light preferences. I don't know. Translate.
A light-footed girl.
Light-footed, yeah, probably that's the word.
Yeah. How do you say it?
That's the problem. Because I couldn't remember the original, it would be easier. Because it's like shit. Девушка легких нравов. I'm not sure. I don't remember anymore. I mean, I haven't used this kind of.
You're losing your language?
Yes, I do. I haven't been speaking it much for 3 years.
That is fucking crazy.
It is.
I've been back to Scandinavia a couple of times. Well, 2 times. But I don't plan on doing it anytime soon, right now. But yeah, sometimes when
Maybe of light nature, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe a girl of light nature, something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense in my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense in English, but you know.
I'll find out and I'll give you an insight later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, so
but
we kind of lost it.
yeah, we kind of lost it. Yeah, we were talking. Yeah, manliness and you know everything. There isn't very many healthy manly men left. You know, I don't know if I'm a healthy manly man or a destructive manly man. I mean, I smoke, I drink, you know, bunch of shit, and I'm a bit of a cunt. In all honesty, you know.
Mm.
I'm not a healthy man. I just realized it. I feel very proud.
By the way, interesting thing. It's more common in Russia for a manly man to be bossed around by his wife. It's cultural.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Because it's like, it doesn't matter how strong you are, if you're a drinker, a smoker, like we have it culturally, we have a mentality that wife, like most of the time, wife is smarter than the husband. And it's really hard to argue because she's actually, it's like, because guys, especially men who grow and they're exactly 90%ish. They sit outside of their apartment and they speak with their friends, and then she will be like, "Hey, what's up? What's up? We need to go do this." And the friends will be like, "Yeah, you better go, or she'll bite your head off." The thing is, it grew into another culture of jokes. It's like the jokes are mainly, they all narrow down to husbands hate their wives. So there's a beautiful anecdote about like 2 friends, and one of them just had his wife died, and he really loved her, and so they speak and I miss her so much. Misha, do you even know how hard it is to lose your soulmate? And Misha goes, yeah, practically impossible. That's it's a very dark joke, but it's very commonplace.
We used to have that kind of shit in Sweden. That has sort of been socially stigmatized in Sweden.
Exactly. Yeah.
We used to have these expressions, you know, like a classic man thing at the office used to be, you know, yeah, you want to come out for a drink? Yeah, I just got to ask the government. You know, there used to be all of these, you know, manly jokes like,
exactly.
Women.
Yep.
Women.
But this is very true, because if you look at the American society of the 60s, It's mainly the same thing.
Yeah.
Just except Russia, it happened in the 60s. And there we come to the point where I always say that Russia is always about 10 years behind.
So they still have 1 year until they have their financial meltdown. Instead of the Lehman Brothers, you have the Fyodor Brothers.
Yeah, the Titanic hasn't come out in Russia yet.
It's actually in the making. It's not about Titanic at all, because you can't relate to that. It's actually about Kursk.
Kursk, yes.
The submarine that sank outside
in
Murmansk.
2000, yeah.
That was fucking terrible to witness from abroad.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, and it's not
It
just
took
it's not
fucking
just
weeks.
some submarine. It's an atom submarine.
Yes.
It's a nuclear submarine that sank.
We're all living in a nuclear submarine.
Nuclear submarine. Yeah.
It's a Russian version of the
That's,
Beatles.
by the way, this is one of the scariest thing about military people. It's like, this is the idiom as well now. I mean, like, we have lots of idioms. We've been down for a little bit longer than America, sorry. So, it's like, probably the worst thing is that it's mandatory to serve 1 year, but if they send you to serve on a submarine, you're fucked. You're not gonna be out for 5 years.
Seriously?
Yes, it's if they send you to a submarine crew, you are there for 5 years, not less.
That is fucking terrifying.
Because people who are operating nuclear submarines, they are people who are responsible for nuclear attacks from Russian side if they happen.
Okay.
There are people who must know how to operate this thing. This is why they spend 5 years on a submarine, to know how it works to the smallest detail. So in case if something goes wrong, there would always be a person who knows what's up.
Yeah, but imagine how fucking scary it must have been inside that submarine.
No,
You
it's
know-
not. It's not that they don't get out on the surface.
No, but I mean, if you think about Kursk.
Yes, they are in a locked space that is pressurized around them, and they sink constantly.
Yeah,
They
and they
can't
are
seal.
slowly running out of air.
Yes,
It's getting harder to fucking breathe for every fucking minute.
yes.
That
this is
must
terrifying.
be the most terrifying death scenario thinkable.
I always wonder. It's like,
They-
from a
they-
perspective of a person who come to check the site. It's like, I had this thing when they open the seal, and they come and they find dead bodies floating inside. I mean, this is even worse.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. It's not more terrifying than actually dying. Don't get me wrong, but
It is terrifying to live with.
yes.
No, but I remember there was some sort of like investigative documentary about it, and they basically illustrated it like one of the engineers, he was banging against the tubes with a wrench to attract attention, and he gradually ran out of power.
I don't think this is exactly what happens.
It's
I mean,
dramatizations.
I think it's a dramatic because I'm sorry. What did I say about the durability of Russian military? I don't think that you can just break through the shell. Of the
No,
submarine with
but
a
he
wrench.
did it to attract help when they were searching.
Oh yeah. This is kind of that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, to attract attention. Yeah, absolutely. But I thought you meant like he broke the shell of the submarine with a
No,
wrench.
no, no.
I'm like, what Americans think, or Western media thinks that you can break a submarine this way.
Yeah, no. The easiest way to sink a Soviet submarine is that you swim down and you knock on the door. I mean, they're all drunk in there anyway. And you go like, "Oh, it's Misha, somebody said the door."
There
go
is
open."
actually a film that came out recently about treasure hunters on the Russian submarine that I actually wanted to watch. It's like a drama that they go to surf with, but there some accident happens. I don't know exactly what happens, but like I'm kind of interested in what I don't even remember what it's called. But like it has I would say a couple of famous. There's definitely one famous Russian actor in it. So I'm just curious. I need to see that because it's like a trailer. Oh, we're gonna go on a treasure hunt, and then I remember what happened. Like in the trailer, the show is that treasure hunters, they got divided because everyone wants more. So greed is killing, like, and they're like underwater and they're on a submarine.
That's fucking crazy.
I just want to watch it. It's interesting. People say that it's probably not the best movie that you can watch, but I'm just curious for personal.
Yeah, about the scenario.
Yeah, scenario interests me, so I just want to see it.
Yeah.
Um,
We're fucking soon breaching 2 hours.
So we will end at 2 hours.
I mean, we should start trying to end it now.
Nah, probably. So we spoke about most of the stuff. Obviously, if you want to speak more about Russia, which I know a lot about, I guess.
Yeah,
Well, it's
that would be fucking hysterical.
Probably 90%er will tell me, you know nothing! But sure. Maybe I don't, maybe I do. I believe I do, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's your home country, you should know.
Yeah, I know too much bad shit, not so much good shit.
Yeah, but I think that's the way most people see their native countries, you know?
Maybe. Very well possible.
I mean, loads of American people, especially here in California, they see the US with very bad eyes, you know?
Yep.
And I think it is because they were born and raised here, you know?
Yes.
They must be fucking bored and they must see through all of this shit.
The more time you spend in the same place, the less good stuff you start remembering about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you start remembering all of the stuff that happened, all of the bad stuff there.
It eats away at your mind,
exactly,
you know? That is why you need to uproot yourself and move away every once in a while.
I freaking loved to hellbits the United States when I arrived here. I mean, like, I found so many interesting stuff. So fascinating. This is so cool. They're so nice. Like people are smiling everywhere, and they're nice to me. But now I'm like, yeah, they fake that just because it's customer service. They have to.
In Russia, it's illegal to smile.
No, it's. You would say so if you came there, but it's actually true that compared, for example, to the 7-Elevens in the United States, not on the 7-Eleven, convenience stores, not 7-Elevens, I would say, because in 7-Eleven. I'm sorry, Indian people, that I don't want to offend you, but most of you guys are dumb in 7-Elevens. Don't get me wrong, but I come in and faces are just dying. Those people are bored of what they're doing, and I can understand them. I would never work there, and thankfully I don't. So, but Russian traders in such convenience stores, and in alcohol stores especially, no, the other way around. In convenience store, they're all like, what do you want? And alcohol, they're more smiley for obvious reasons. I had this situation with a woman. It's like, you know how here you come and in stores here, for example, customer, not exactly customer always right, but customer always right. It kind of works. In Russia, for example, if you're in the line, you'll be like, you're sitting in line and you still haven't selected, and it's already your time to pick something. The line is pretty long. Everyone wants to buy stuff. You can say, if you're still choosing, but you're already at the cash register, the seller will be like, "Have you already selected? Please hurry up. I have a line." I mean, they're not going to be like, "Hey, look, how can I help you?" They will be pretty rude, but that's how it works.
Shit. Yeah. No, I think we should end it at that note.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
So
until next time.
Yes, definitely. I will be your source of knowledge about the country of Russia.
Roses are red, violets are red.
Everything is red. Welcome to Motherland.
And on that we say goodbye.
Goodbye.
there. It's like he's just doing his job. And he's... Oh my god! What kind of balls?
And this man is nowhere to be found. But I bet if you look up the dictionary for I don't give a fuck, you will see this man face there. This man does not give a fuck. It's like God created this man on a busy day and he forgot to put fear in his heart. There is no fear in this man's heart, only blood. This man has the biggest balls ever, not like human balls. I bet he has like big, gigantic, invisible dinosaur balls in his pants. They are invisible, that's why you cannot see them. You people think I don't give a fuck. This man does not even know what fuck means. If this man was on the snakes on a play movie, the movie will finish.
thank you guys for tuning in. As always, this was the Hedonist Podcast, and you can find our blog at thehedonistpodcast.wordpress.com. You can also like us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/The Hedonist Podcast. Or why not follow us on Twitter for my personal nonsense and updates about the podcast. I think that is my most active social media platform right now, for some stupid fucking reason. I've never used Twitter before I started this podcast, and now all of a sudden I think it is a bit better than fucking Facebook with fucking Twitter, because there are loads of fucking channels that are just sharing the shit out of certain news stories that you don't get a hold of through Facebook or your regular mainstream media, which is something I really enjoy. So yeah, I think that is about all that I had to say. As I promised last episode, if me and Sam get our shit together, we will soon be out with a Halloween special. Hopefully we will be recording that tonight or tomorrow night. It all depends on if Sam can find his fucking wallet so that he can fill up his car with some gasoline and then drive up to where I live. It is it's a bit typical of Sam to lose his wallet, in all honesty. I said it, Sam. You know where to find me. You know, you just gotta fill up your car first, and then you even know what apartment I live in. So yeah, anyway, hopefully that Halloween special will be out sometime during either tonight or tomorrow night leading to the Saturday, actual Halloween. And if everything goes as planned, we will be talking about a bunch of ghost stories and real life fucking chilling shit. And yeah, now I gotta go. We have guests over, and it sounds like one of them is sitting and rapping in French, and I kinda sorta wanna see what the fuck is going on. But first of all, I gotta brew some coffee. But until next time, have a good one. Bye.